Hello, Campfire crew. Welcome back to the Make Me Believe podcast. Join us by the campfire as I tell my wife, Kaylyn, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Some spooky stories in the efforts of making her believe in the supernatural.
And I would just like to say thank you to my amazing husband, Adrian. That's you. Want to say hi?
Hello.
Because you got the intro right.
Yes!
Yay!
I crushed it! Crushed it.
We would be lying if we said that we did not practice this before every single episode.
Every single episode. In every single episode, I mess it up. But it took me 22 tries.
It's all right. You got it.
I got it.
You got it. And this is only the second try on recording this episode.
Yes. So we did record. So we were using Riverside for a while.
Yeah.
And that worked great with the audio. But the issue is whenever it enhances the audio, it will cut off
whatever it
things.
Deems necessary.
Yeah. So it's really good, and then it I don't know. It has its faults.
So
and
now,
that's okay. And so we're back to using Audacity, and here we are. So I'm gonna go try this whole thing. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Today is the Sunday before Christmas.
Yes.
So this episode is gonna go live here in like 4.5 hours or something like that.
Yeah, I gotta record. I gotta edit.
But it was gonna take we were gonna listen, guys. We were gonna have to, and I say we, mostly him.
Me.
All him actually. I just stand here and look pretty.
Yes. You do.
He was gonna have to edit a crap ton out of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of it cut off. Like, my favorite thing that it cut off is the story that he told, because we're going to retell the story because people need to hear the story.
Okay.
Because the
actual story or something that happened in our lives?
Something that happened in our lives.
Oh, crap.
And so, the part that was really frustrating with Riverside when it cut him off was, because it took a chunk of what he was saying out, was that, my darling husband over here, again, that's Adrian,
that's me,
was telling his part of the story that he lied about.
My good, I did not lie. How dare you?
You get no reprieve here. So on Friday, what was that? Was that the 12th?
The 12th? Something like that?
Was that the 12th? I think so. Yeah. So
Christmas with Santa.
He told me that he was going to take the car the next morning because he had to go to work on Saturday morning early to do something with a fuel guy who was going to take their fuel, and he was going to take the car and get gas in it before he left because we were going to be meeting him over at work for breakfast with Santa.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, okay, great, perfect, because he needed to be there at 7. That's what time the guy was going to be there.
Yes.
And we didn't need to be there till 9:30.
Yes.
Cool, no problem.
All this information is correct at this point.
Yeah, my whole story is correct. Yours is a lie.
Okay.
Whatever.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it. Nothing that I say nor that my wife says is incorrect. It's just from the point of the teller.
Okay. So then we get up on Saturday morning, and the boys are here. I'm here. Adrian's not here.
Okay.
Okay. I've planned the day out for knowing what time I need to leave so that I can go to 151 to get my coffee. And then get over to your work so that we can do breakfast with Santa.
Santa!
Yeah. So.
I know him.
We're getting ready to leave the house, and the boys are running outside, and I said, okay, hey, we should have the truck. Let's get in that, and let's go. Then the little one comes back around the corner as I'm locking the door, and he goes, no, we don't have the truck. We have the car. The car had 23 miles till E. Adrian, that's him over there, he drives the car every day to and from work because it gets better gas mileage than his truck, and he works a little over 30 miles away from home.
28 miles.
Okay, 28 miles from home. So it makes more sense.
Yes.
He says, well, I'll fill it up with gas because he notoriously leaves me with no gas in vehicles and then takes the vehicle with gas.
Allegedly.
There's no allegedly. We can bring the boys in right now.
No, I'd rather not.
We can bring them in right now. They
I'd
will
rather not.
rat on you in a heartbeat.
Listen, I've raised 2 wonderful children, but none of them can lie for dad.
No.
There's no loyalty there.
Nope. They are full on. No, Mom said if we tell the truth, we don't get in trouble. We are. No.
I'll be looking at them just like with my eyes wide open, just like, help me. And they're like, nah. You're hanging out to dry here, Dad.
So then I call Adrian over here,
That's me.
and I'm pissed
Oh yeah, she's
because
pissed.
I had planned it out down to
Yeah.
exactly what we needed,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was having to go get gas was going to throw an extra 10 to 15 minutes in there, which was going to make us late.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like to be late.
No.
It happens a lot with you people.
Excuse me. I have a great track record of being on time.
Yeah, the children do not because they don't like to put the shoes on.
This is true.
They're like, wait, shoes? What are shoes?
Oh yeah.
Well, Jonah always knows where his shoes are. The little one, he's like, I don't know what shoes are. Can I get those from the moon? How do I get that? Like, and then he goes down this rabbit trail where we're spending 10 minutes going, dude,
Just
where are your shoes?
Yeah, so it was cold this morning. We were gonna leave. It's like 50-something degrees, and
You think that's cold?
no, not really.
Okay,
But it was a little windy. It was a little windy, and I was like, "Hey kids, we got to go. We're gonna go shopping." And they're like, "Okay, cool." And so they come out, and Noah's wearing flip flops and shorts, and I'm like, "Dude, go put on pants. It's windy. It's cold." He's like, "Oh, okay." So he comes back out wearing jeans. I'm like, "All right, cool. Let's go." And as we're leaving, I'm locking the door behind me, and I take a look back, and I'm like, this fool's still in freaking flip flops. I was like, I told you socks and shoes. He goes, yeah, where are they at? And I was like, I grab him, like, just grab the back of his shirt or his jacket. I lift the kid up. I'm like, no, we're going inside. I just throw him inside, like, go find your damn shoes.
This is so it happens.
Yes.
So then I call Adrian over here, and I'm like, thanks for taking the car to put gas in it.
Definitely proceeds to chew my ass.
Oh, yes, because I am pissed, because this is not the first, second, third, fourth time that he has done this to me.
And this is really funny because I was in front of the HR lady, Carol. I was in front of Carol, our HR lady, and I look at the phone, I was like, my wife's calling. She's about to yell. She's going to say no words. You might want to leave. And so I answer the phone. I'm like, hello? And you're like, oh, no, thanks for leaving me with no gas. I'm just completely just.
And because
I did deserve it. I will say this. Now.
Here's his baloney excuse.
Okay, so here's my excuse. Okay. So this fuel guy, he's coming to pick up.
I left my drink.
He's coming to pick up. He's coming to pick up all of our used fuel, or our unused fuel, and we needed empty Bowsers so we can defuel this other plane that needed to get out in less than a week. And so we had a huge fuel repair, so we needed those Bowsers empty. And I was like, dude, can you get here at any point, please? And he's like, I can be there 7 a.m. Saturday. I was like, all right, cool, thank you. So I was planning on meeting him there at 7 a.m. So I woke up and it's like 6:15 in the morning, and I'm putting on clothes so that way I could be there just a little bit early so I can put the fuel Bowsers outside for him to hook his pump up to and put him into his tank. And at 6:15, as I'm putting on my shirt, he sends me a text, hey, I'm here. And I was like, what? And so I'm lividly pissed. And I was like, start freaking out, just like, all right, well, that throws a wrench in the works. So I take off. Like, I put on my clothes real quick, and then I just go.
And when he told me this bunch of malarkey, and when I tell him initially when I called him and I was like, thanks for leaving me nothing, he goes, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, you're not. And he goes, no, I'm sorry. And I'm like, no, you're not. Because if you were, you wouldn't have done it. Then he tells me this mumbo jumbo crap about the guy showing up early. And I said, well, that sounds like a him problem. And then hung up on Adrian because I was mad.
So mad.
Because this is a constant thing with him to leave me with no gas. And then Jonah's here to bring, no, he's bringing me a drink because he's a nice person. Small human, take your medication, please.
Okay. So I deserve it. I do. I think also the fuel guy should also get yelled at, but
didn't the fuel guy tell you not to worry about it because he didn't expect you there till 7?
So I texted him back and I'm like, okay, crap, I'm on my way. And as I'm about 5 minutes up the road already, because I'm hauling ass, he sends me a text. Don't worry, we weren't supposed to meet up till 7 anyways. Mm-hmm. I'm like, son of a...
You should have just told him, like I told you. Well, I'm coming from this side of town.
I told him I was going to be another 30 minutes.
Well, you should have just sucked it up and taken the car.
I could have just made him wait.
It cut off part of that story on Riverside.
Yeah, and so here we are re-recording.
Heated up again. I'm all mad.
She is, and she's going to get even more mad later.
Maybe. I'm going to try to be much nicer.
We'll get into that.
Much nicer.
So, this has been a weekend.
It has. And then you got to do a live recording with Connor.
I did. Shout out to Connor
on the Chills and Thrills podcast.
Yes. So,
he was cool.
Good buddy Connor out in Wisconsin. He's the host of the Chills and Thrills podcast. It's where he reviews movies. We talk about movies and talk about, how much they made, our favorite quotes. We just a lot of back and forth about a certain movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so we knocked out the entire Nightmare on Elm Street series.
Yeah, that's the reason why he was making me watch those stupid movies.
This is true.
Brain cells died.
And so he's like, "Hey, I'm coming to Dallas in December. Like, you want to get together while I'm down there?" I was like, "Yeah, come on, man." So he did. True to his word and true to my word. We did a not a live episode, but our first ever in-person episode, and that was fantastic. Yeah. And so absolutely just had a blast with it.
So my favorite part of the encounter that they had that weekend was we got to meet them. We went and had lunch at this burger joint up here in Keller.
Oh, yeah.
But so they were down here. Him and his family were down here to go to the Cowboys
versus Vikings game.
So for those that don't know anything about the DFW area, the Cowboys Stadium is in Arlington, which is kind of down below Dallas and Fort Worth, kind of in between them.
Yes.
So you can look at a GPS and it will tell you that it's 30 minutes from here, it's 30 minutes from here, and that's great. It's 30 minutes from there, maybe at 2 o'clock in the morning. So this man,
easily like an hour.
Yeah, this man flies into DFW and he gets a hotel in McKinney. If you don't know where that is, it says it's 30 minutes from the airport, and it is on a good day.
Yeah, on a very good day.
At like 2 a.m. And then he is going to go from McKinney to Arlington to the stadium. And it said it was 30 minutes. Again, on a good day. And I was like, Adrian, did you not tell him anything? And he goes, No. Oh my gosh.
He's a grown-ass man.
No.
And it's so
funny. I
felt
so bad for them because I know they spend a majority of the time in the car.
It's so funny because it just proves how different guys and girls really are.
Yeah.
Because she was like, "Well, you should have told him this, and it took this much time and this much time," and I'm like, "Yeah, I probably should have." And she goes, "Well, what did you talk about whenever he was coming down?" I was like, "When are you coming down? Saturday? We gonna grab a bite? Yeah. You gonna come over to record after? Yeah. All right, cool, man. Can't wait to meet you."
They drove from McKinney to Keller, and then they came to our house, and then they went from our house in Fort Worth to
the Dallas Zoo. And then they had to,
and then they went to Grapevine.
And then they went to Grapevine.
And then they went back to McKinney.
Yes, they did make it to Elf, by the way. Nice.
They did? Okay, good.
Yeah. I saw the pictures.
Good.
Okay, so
I thought that was hilarious. That's probably my favorite part about that whole encounter of meeting him was just
watching Adrian crash and burn.
Oh, it was so funny. But anyway.
Okay. Are you...
How many stories do you have for me?
Oh, man, you cut me off. Okay.
Am I ready? Is that what you're going to say?
No, I wasn't going to...
Oh.
Kind of. I don't know what I was going to say. Now I lost my train of thought.
I caught you.
Hey, I have some stories to tell. You ready to get into those?
Okay, yeah. How many do you have for me today?
I have 2 for you.
2. Okay. Are they longies?
Kind of. They're
okay.
like right on the cusp of medium to long.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
So they're good stories.
Okay.
I do like these stories. And guess what? Oh, hey. Merry Christmas to you all.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
This is going to air right before Christmas.
It is. So Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic holiday.
Yes.
And to those across the pond, Happy Christmas. I know y'all like to say that, and it freaks me out.
Oh, yeah. His brain went into like a short circuit the other day when he called me and he was like, did you know in England they say Happy Christmas? I was like, yeah. And he goes, you knew that? Yes, I knew that. I did not know that. And that's weird. I don't understand.
I watched a clip of something, and
It was Harry
it,
Potter, wasn't it?
it was Harry Potter. And it was whenever, as the Sorcerer's Stone, and Harry,
Yeah.
he, he runs to the balcony. He looks down, and then Ron's like, "Happy Christmas, Harry," and then Harry's like, "Happy Christmas, Ron. I got presents." And I was like, even as a kid, when that movie came out, it bugged me, and I didn't know why. And
I think
then
it's funny.
now here I am. I know why. I don't like it. But anywho,
I would laugh just
Happy Christmas.
hysterically if, well, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but if they did, if they said Merry Thanksgiving
listen,
instead of Happy Thanksgiving, because we say happy, it'd just be funny if they just did the opposite just to aggravate you.
I will spend a solid week in a mental institution.
Can I do that anyway? I'd
Why?
love a self-hugging jacket.
I know, right? So warm, so cozy.
Yeah. Just put me in a padded room, let me sleep. It'd be all right.
All right, so are you ready for our stories?
Are these going to be
Christmassy.
okay? I was going to
Yeah.
be themed. That's the word I was looking
Themed.
for. Themed. Okay,
Yes.
so if they're Christmassy, then they're themed. Okay.
Yes.
Are these going to piss me off?
A little bit.
Am I going to be a bitch?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. All right. All right. Buckle up, people, because you know the drill.
Okay.
Bring it on.
All right. So this story is titled "My Childhood Toy Was Named Mr. Teeth."
Nope.
It's by Reddit user Cowboy Baby.
Well, Cowboy Baby, you should have set that on fire. Telling you that right now.
Okay. Are you ready?
Bring it on.
Here we go. If it hadn't been for my brother and me, I doubt anyone would even notice the last forgotten gift tucked deep beneath the Christmas tree. "There's one more!" I shouted, crawling under the branches as the pine needles stabbed at my back. When I wriggled back out, a tiny box clutched in both hands. I felt like some explorer emerging from an uncharted cave, carrying a relic from a long-lost civilization. I was sliding backwards so fast, grinning like an idiot, that it was a miracle I didn't knock down any of the glass ornaments dangling above me. Naturally, that sparked the usual sibling bickering. Who saw it first? Who deserved to open it? Who would get to keep it? But luck broke my way. When Mom picked up the box, she squinted at the tiny tag tied to the string. Jacob. My name. That was all I needed. I snatched it out of her hands and tore through the plain brown wrapping paper. Inside was a dull matching box. I lifted the lid like the top of a coffin. Dramatic, I know. Only to find something I definitely hadn't put on my Christmas list. Even if I've known this thing existed, I didn't think I would have wished for it. It was a plushie, a gray one, with long, noodle-like arms and legs, attached to an egg-shaped torso wrapped in a modest dark green jacket. The head looked like some mix between a wolf and a coyote. Animals I'd only heard about from my friend Ben, whose grandparents lived out of state. According to him, coyotes stole their chickens and anything else old folks kept around. A tiny top hat sat crooked on its head, flanked by two stiff, oversized ears. Just under the brim, two small black button eyes stared outwards. Its snout, stretched long and pointed, made of two soft pieces, an upper and a lower jaw, each lined with little stitched pockets like empty gums.
Ew.
I lifted it out of the box, its limp limbs dangling towards the floor, as if the thing had just been waiting to be freed. At that age, I wasn't exactly subtle about my feelings, and my disappointment must have been written all over my face, because Mom caught it instantly. "It's just a family tradition," she said brightly,
Creepy.
but it meant nothing to 6-year-old me. I just stared at her, confused, until she stepped away from the dinner table and sat down with us on the floor. She picked up the plushie, hooked her fingers under its lower jaw, and moved it like a tiny puppet before pushing the tip of her finger inside one of the little sewn pockets inside its mouth. The pocket went surprisingly deep. "It's for your milk teeth,"
Ew.
she added quickly. But it didn't do much to fix the disappointment sinking in my chest.
Sounds gross.
Still, I thanked her out of politeness. Then I started gathering all of my toys and hauling them back to my room, one by one, each of them wobbling awkwardly in my small arms before finding their place in their new home. I was generous enough to let the new plush stay with me. I set it on the shelves, carefully positioning it between the rows of stuffed animals,
Higher.
though I made sure to keep it far away from my chicken plushies. Something about it didn't mix. After that, Mom nagged me into getting ready for bed. She tucked me in and read a little more from Pinocchio, the story we were working through together. When she finished, she gave me a quick kiss on the forehead and switched on my bedside lamp, leaving me alone in the warm glow of the night light. I drifted off fast, worn out from everything Christmas Eve had thrown at me. But somewhere in the middle of the night, a sound dragged me back. Wet,
Ew.
sticky,
Ew.
like someone smacking their lips together over and over and again.
Ew.
My eyes snapped open. The room was dim, washed in the weak orange glow of the night lamp. And at first, everything looked normal. The dresser, my toy box, the crooked poster above my bed. Then my gaze slid to the plush self and stopped dead. Something sat there.
What?
Wedged between the other toys was a tall, spindly shape that hadn't been there before. Its limbs too long, too thin, hanging off the shelf like strips of meat.
What?
Something else hung off the figure.
Ew.
Some kind of clothing, an enormous sagging coat like the kind Granddad wore when he went out to chop wood.
No.
Only this one looked rotten.
Ew.
The fabric drooped off its shoulders in damp folds, clinging to the creature as if it had been dredged out of the mud.
No.
Its muzzle was long and crooked, bent at an angle that suggested it had been broken again and again, simply left to heal wrong. Black matted patches of fur
Ew.
clung to its skin in filthy clusters.
No, thank you.
Strands of glued together with everything that caught the light in sickly glints.
Ew.
Even in the weak glow, I could see how dirty it was, how the hair clumped in knots, like it had been torn out and shoved back on. On its head sat a hat shaped like one. It was crushed, wrapped, warped, as if something had squeezed it into a fist until the structure warped in a permanent lopsided slouch.
Ew.
And from beneath the rim, two perfectly round, perfectly black eyes stared back at me.
Nope. Nope.
They were too smooth, too empty, reflecting the orange lamp light in in sharp, wet glimmers,
Nope.
like beetle shells or pupils with no whites left.
Nope.
It drew a breath, a slow, rattling inhale, thick with mucus.
No.
The voice gurgled out, its ruined throat heavy and wet, like it was pushing words through spit flesh. "You've got something I want, kid."
Ew. No.
It slipped off the shelf and hit the floor like a sack of flour, heavy, sudden, too real. The weight of its body made the wood groan. It landed face first, its long muzzle bending with a sickening wet crunch that made my stomach twist.
No.
But instead of crying out, it simply began to move.
Nope.
Slowly, deliberately. It hauled itself forward into dragging pulls, using only those impossibly long arms. Its legs trailed uselessly behind, limp and boneless, slapping against the floor like dead fish. I dove under my covers, curling into myself as tightly as I could. The blanket was thin, too thin, but it was the only shield I had. I felt it before I saw it. The bed frame trembled as its fingers curled over the edge. Its grip tightened, the wood creaking in protest. Then the heat of it washed through the blanket.
No.
Its breath, thick and humid, rolling across me in waves. Drops of saliva seeped through the fabric, warm and heavy, blooming into dark, wet patches above my face. It laughed. A laugh that I could only describe as a wild animal trying to replicate what a human sounds like. It was like a yapping dog that came close to a quiet giggle. It rattled out of its throat like something was lodged deep inside, vibrating through phlegm and broken cartilage. Then its hand slid under the blanket. The fabric lifted, cold air rushed in, and that hand, soft like a stuffed toy, forced its way into my mouth.
No.
My jaw stretched wider than it was meant to, hinges aching, then screaming in pain, my vision blurred from the pressure alone. Its fingers were too big, suffocating, pushing past my tongue until I gagged. Then they found it. The loose tooth I'd been worrying all week.
No.
The one hanging by a thread of gum.
Ew.
It pinched down hard and pulled.
No.
Once, twice, my jaw cracking, my body thrashing uselessly, until the tooth finally tore free.
Ew.
With a wet final smack.
Gross.
And everything inside my skull rang like a struck bell. The mouth opened, stretching into a wet, yawning hole lined with rows of empty, dark red gums before his hands slipped inside of it, deep enough to make its elbows disappear, only to slide back, dripping wet with thick, putrid saliva.
Gross.
Once I heard a nasty, muffled crack as my tooth slid inside one of its gum pockets.
Ew.
Its wet, dark eyes, like two polished buttons, never left mine, not blinking even once. While its massive head tipped slowly to one side, the crooked little top hat leaned with it like a gesture to thanks.
Ew.
Before its body collapsed on itself, falling to the floor like a puppet whose strings were cut all at once. Mom had to hear the sudden ruckus because moments after the tooth was ripped out of my jaw, she came into the room, half awake, not sure what was happening. She held me as I cried into her shoulder. As snot flooded her shirt, I couldn't explain what had just happened.
You need to.
It didn't make sense, even to me. After a while, I got used to him.
Oh,
That's
no.
the part people never like when I tell this story.
Yeah, duh.
But it's the truth. He became part of the routine. Something I grew up around. The way other kids grew up around night lights or creaky floorboards. I learned not to fight it. Fighting only made it hurt more. He would take what he wanted eventually. He always did, so it was better to let it happen on my terms. Something that meant I helped. When I ran the tip of my tongue along my teeth and felt one wobble, even just a little, I didn't wait anymore.
No.
I hooked it with my fingers and yanked it free.
Oh, no.
One way or another. It hurt, it bled, but the fear was smaller that way, manageable. With my mouth full of blood, I stand on my bed and place the tooth into one of his empty gums. He liked that.
That's disgusting.
He'd watch from the shelf, tucked in among the other plushies as he belonged there, smiling wide. His mouth was never right. Teeth set crooked and wrong. Molars where front teeth should have been. Buck teeth shoved off to the sides. But he never complained. He just watched, pleased, head tilted slightly, eyes shining, and patient. I named him Mr. Teeth. I think I did it to make him seem nicer, less like something that watched me sleep. The last time I ever saw him, he woke me gently. No grabbing, no pain, just a soft press of his hand on my shoulder. He stood by my bed, smiling from ear to ear, breath hot and rotten, filling the space between us. Thank you, he
What?
whispered. Then he tipped his hat. Just like that, he turned and walked out of my room, closing the door behind him with a soft, familiar creak. I slept better than I had in years. So well, in fact, that I never heard my brother screaming from the next room. Mom found him in the morning. There wasn't much left that looked like him anymore.
What?
Just something red and ruined, spread across the bed like cranberry sauce after a spill no one bothered to clean up. They said it must have been coyotes. Turns out, coyotes really did live in our state after all. The end. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
I have nothing nice to say.
You have nothing nice to say?
No. My mom said if I can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
Okay.
Anybody who's listened to previous episodes and says should have shut up sooner, you can shut up. That's not nice.
Okay. So I know that story was...
Pisses me off.
Yes. So...
Like, it's... I have nothing nice to say.
I know you don't like the ending.
No, I abhor the ending. I abhor it.
Yes.
The disrespect.
I think, overall, I really like the story. I think it's
disturbing.
I think that the story is incredibly creepy and very well written.
I think that kid has a shitty parent. I think that's what happened.
The fact that it's a family tradition, like so up until it killing its brother, I was like, that's really messed up, Mom, right? Like, why are you going to give your son the thing that yanks out its teeth? Like, that's
because she's a nutter.
Yeah, she's a nutter.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was like, that's really messed up. Like, it's kind of like a tooth fairy, like tooth goblin kind of thing.
I've never had a tooth fairy go into my mouth and start ripping stuff out of it and sticking it in their mouth.
I guess we had different childhoods.
Like, I mean, side note, I was talking to Liz yesterday when we were at the dentist. And
shout out again to Aries Family Dentistry.
Yeah, love them.
Hey, I said it right.
Woohoo!
Woo! I'm just crushing it this episode.
You are. Look at you. And we were talking about how you are fascinated by my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, why? And I said, because for Adrian, our childhoods were very different. She goes, did he have a rough childhood? I was like, I mean, she goes, he probably did because he's so nice. Usually people who are so nice, they have rough childhoods. And I was like, I mean, he didn't have the same as mine, but I don't think his was, bad. And she's like, he's just so nice. Like, he probably did.
Damn, Liz.
She didn't mean it in a mean way.
I know.
I love how she'll start talking and she will be having a conversation and she'll start talking and then she'll interrupt herself with a revelation she's just had. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I do that same thing.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, sorry, back to what you were saying about the horribleness of this person's parent.
Yes. So I think that's I was like, holy crap, that's horrible parenting. Like,
yeah.
I'm imagining that maybe there was one time where the family was like, I'm not giving, like, there's one mother, like, I'm not giving my kids this. I went through this and it was horrible. I remember being horrified when I was a kid. And then it doesn't. And then something really bad happens to, like, both the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like,
why don't you just set it on fire? Like, that's not that difficult. I mean, put it in the fireplace, throw it out back. Like, seriously, like, what are you doing?
It's crazy, right?
I mean,
so I was obviously I was thinking cursed item that haunted a family, that haunted a whole.
Then you need to call a priest, okay?
Yeah.
Put it in a box like Annabelle.
Okay. Yeah, let's get some. You know what? Yeah, bring it over here. We're gonna bless it.
You bring that in my house, and it's gonna be a double tap. Tell you that right now.
That's fair. You know what? Fine. Don't bring it over here. I misspoke. Let's meet halfway. Neutral ground. If you're across the pond, our neutral ground is the middle of the ocean. Let's go ahead and just dump it there, baby. That's problem solved, right?
Very litzy.
Let's do it.
Here's what I don't understand.
Okay, go for it.
And I'm going to try not to be mean. The injustice that you give. You've got this spooky as all get out story.
It's a very creepy.
And the description of this creature.
Very well written.
Is just disgusting. It's so creepy. It's disgusting. No, you know?
Yes.
And you've got this horrifying experience. That's because of this creature.
Yes.
And then you just turn that over with him attacking your brother.
Yes.
And I guess coyotes live in our state after all. Like, what the? No.
You were not happy with how abrupt it was.
No, that's dumb. I'm sorry to the person who wrote this. I am, but
like you were when I first read this story to you, because this is our second time recording.
Yeah, but I pretend like I would never hear it, and sometimes I don't because I don't believe in any of it. Some of it just immediately gets purged from my brain. Like this one, unfortunately, did not because I was so pissed off. You
were incredibly pissed off. Now you were enthralled by it. Like you were in it. Like you were leaning into your chair, like leaning out away from your chair. You're leaning towards me. Kept moving the mic closer to me because you just kept on getting closer.
Yeah,
and closer
I was
and
in
closer,
it.
and you were just like, "What?
What's gonna happen next? What's going on?
What?" And
what kind of horrible parent lets their child have this?
And then at the end, you were just like, you almost sat up, like you got back to your chair,
almost left.
What? No, it was not. You were not happy.
The amount of cuss words that came out of my mouth.
Oh yeah, I started editing that. I took out 5 minutes.
That's why we're redoing it.
Yeah,
because it was bad.
That's another bit.
You know, and I've said before, I don't want to offend people, but also at the same time, you had such a fabulous, and this is not just this story. There's been other stories that have just been absolutely fabulous. And then somebody put something in that you're like, what the? Why would you do that?
There's some writing choices and some editing choices. That are
Cam Jr. moron.
a little lackluster, and there's things that you just don't agree with.
Yeah,
now that's gonna happen with every writer.
Oh yeah,
and that's gonna happen like even some of the greats.
And if you can't handle that criticism, then I don't care.
I'm gonna take that part out.
Kidding. No, it was frustrating because you have this creepy little creature who now all of a sudden can open doors. And then
it was getting stronger with like each tooth.
And then all of a sudden now you're attributing this all to a coyote.
Like, you know, the way I attributed that, like I kind of put that made my peace with it was I was thinking, you know, well, first of all, it was a callback to the earlier in the story. Well, he said his friend Ben, you know, had coyotes.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember you saying that this time around.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Did you say it?
I did.
You did?
I read the story word by word.
Don't remember it.
So
that's
it's
how
a callback.
Angry I was at the beginning.
It's a callback to the story to the beginning of the story, and that was great.
But it was pointless. Why? Because the coyote had nothing to do with it. It was this creepy little creature.
Well, it looked like a coyote.
I don't give a flip.
So, and it was a nice callback. But I felt I don't know.
You're more okay with it than I am.
I am.
But you're also nicer than I am.
Yes, that has been said time and time again.
That doesn't bother me.
Time after time.
It doesn't bother me.
No, okay.
No, it doesn't. Like Liz and I were talking yesterday. You know, I'm and like, you know, they've set up at the dojo. Miss Christie has said, you know, I'm not the one you went into in a dark alley. Like, no. I've had one person tell me, you know, if I was in trouble and I needed somebody to physically protect me, she's like, I'd call you because you'd probably shank them. I'm like, there is a high probability of that.
Yeah.
I'm not the nice one and I don't care.
So, back to me.
back to you. You're
Back
the
to
nice
me.
one.
I
You're
am
the
the
nice
nice.
one.
I am the nice one.
So this one
I've
doesn't
been told.
bother you as much.
So, and I was thinking,
Sorry,
you know,
interrupt.
he's losing all his teeth, so he's got to be what, like 10? Like, oh,
No, probably like 7, 8.
7, 8. So he's lost all of his teeth.
So
I
he's
think
probably
like,
close to about like 10.
yeah, close to 10.
The little one's
So I'm thinking,
almost done.
it's a way for his 10-year-old brain to kind of cope with what happened.
Yeah, even though this is not real.
Sure.
Even if that were true, a 10-year-old may say, well, see, no, a 10-year-old, I don't think a 10-year-old in that situation would say a coyote, because the 10-year-old would know. The 10-year-old would know what left his room that night, and then now his brother's gone.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not stupid. He's been assaulted by this thing for 2-3 years now.
Yeah.
And
years.
then now all of a sudden,
that's insane.
He's going to attribute the attack on his brother to a flippin' coyote.
Crazy.
Come on, son.
Come on, son. All right, I'd love it.
So,
I love it.
I only know that from Psych. Let's be real here.
Oh, he's
So
fantastic. Okay.
I was much nicer around
This time.
cussing wise.
Yes.
Like literally, maybe one day
You'll get there.
we can. No, it's never gonna happen. We can. Like maybe it's like a bonus episode or something. Have just that story with unedited. Because it's not erased completely. Like you have to save it to erase it, right?
Yes.
So maybe for that week, if we keep that, anybody who wants to hear it, the unedited.
That's funny.
Genuine reaction.
I'm curious if anybody wants to hear your genuine reaction on that.
There are several times that you actually have to take out some of my reactions or cut some of it because
you're livid.
I'm intense.
Yeah, you get intense real quick,
Like,
and it's hilarious. I do want to do a live episode one day and choose a story that will genuinely piss you off.
Should have just used this one.
Probably. And see what happens.
As long as it has nothing to do with
animals.
Animals or like that one.
Yeah.
That one, no, I'm not okay with that.
Yeah.
So if you keep those two things out of it.
So we're going to move on to the next one.
Okay. I remember-ish.
Okay.
This one. But what this one's going to piss me off too, isn't it?
Maybe.
Unless you changed it. Maybe you changed it for all I know.
Maybe I did.
I don't know. You have done that to me before.
I have, and it's been fantastic because she's expecting something.
I know. It's kind of rude.
Okay. Anywho. Okay. So this episode, what?
No, I'm just staring at you.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
Bring it on.
There you go.
Okay. I thought you were.
No,
I mean, you nailed the intro, so it was like
close.
I was anticipating.
So close. Okay. Anywho, so this story is titled "Christmas Dinner."
Okay.
And it is a story that was written specifically for us.
Oh.
Yes. The concept of the story was written by a Reddit user SmartAd4395. Now, if that sounds familiar...
It does.
Is because he was the one that wrote the train episode of the security guard going on the train.
Yes. My little creepy, slimy cousin-it guy.
Yes, that guy.
Okay. All right.
So at the end of the episode, I don't know if you remember, but he did talk about, he's like, give me one word to write a story around.
Yes.
And I gave him Christmas. And just thinking ahead, you know?
Yeah.
And turns out he wrote it like the next day.
Oh, dang.
It might have been like 2 or 3 days, but he wrote it almost immediately.
Yeah, it was not like several months. Because that was told like a month and a half ago? 2 months ago? Something like that?
It's been told a while ago.
Dang.
So.
Okay.
Crazy. And here we go. You ready?
Bring it on.
All right, Christmas dinner, our own personal story, our own private, personally written story.
I don't know what you would say to that. How you would say that?
I don't know, but I'm super excited. Right.
Exclusive.
Right. Exclusive story.
Yeah, because it's exclusively for us.
Oh, I love it. Okay, all right. Here we go.
Okay.
My name is Brian. I'm 26, and my wife, Lisa, is 24. We've got 2 kids, Alan and Abby, who still believe in Santa Claus, still believe in the magic of Christmas. Still believe that when they wake up and see presents under the tree, it was Santa who gave them a perfect Christmas. If today were any other day, I'd tell you that was all a lie. That it's just me and Lisa keeping the magic alive. And well, half of that's true. I buy the presents, she wraps them while the kids are at school. We keep them hidden in a fake closet I built in the garage. A little secret chamber just for the magic of it all. We don't want the kids sneaking around. So, bedtime on Christmas Eve is a strict 9 p.m. sharp. Santa doesn't come for noisy kids. But we both know you can't really stop children from trying to catch a miracle in action. When midnight came, we suited up in black clothes, made sure the house was dark, and started our quiet operation. The bag came out of the closet, presents under the tree, 40 gifts total, 20 for each kid. It might sound like a lot, but we're comfortable enough. We're comfortable enough. And we wanted them to have the kind of Christmas we never did. Before bed, the kids left cookies out for Santa. Alan accidentally used salt instead of sugar. So when I took a bite, my mouth watered with salt. But I smiled through it. Tradition's tradition.
You're an idiot.
By 12:30, everything was perfect. Lights back on, house quiet, kids fast asleep. I checked their rooms. Alan had a walkie-talkie by his bed, and so did Abby. I guess they planned a little stakeout, but fell asleep before the mission began. Lisa said she'd wake up early to start Christmas dinner, so we went to bed expecting the usual chaos at dawn. Little feet, excited screams, and the magic of morning. At 8 a.m., the kids came running in, eyes wide, faces glowing. "Can we open them now?" they yelled. And I laughed. "Of course! Let me grab your mom." Lisa was in the kitchen cooking. She smiled when she saw us. But something about her face was off, uneasy. When I got close, she whispered, "Ryan, come upstairs now." Upstairs, she told me that 10 more presents had appeared under the tree, 5 for each kid. Neither of us had put them there, and everyone was tagged from Santa. She said she wanted to open one, just to see, but the kids had already seen the pile. If we opened them, the illusion would shatter. Then she said something that made my chest tighten. The cookies? They're all gone. Every crumb, even Alan's. Except his plate had blood on it. Mixed with spit. My heart dropped. I told her not to panic. That we had these kids open those last, and if anything seemed off, we'd take them away and make up a story. Santa was tired, they were meant for us, whatever it took. We went back downstairs. Alan and Abby were already sorting the presents, laughing and helping each other read the names. Their joy was almost enough to make me forget the dread gnawing at me. We told them to open the Santa gifts last. The first 40 presents went perfectly. Dolls, Legos, coloring sets, a toy truck. They were overjoyed. Then came the final 5. Each child opened one. Both boxes held a jar, glass, sealed with black paper wrapped inside to hide what was within. Alan, thinking it was candy, opened his. He froze, then grimaced. "Ew, why would Santa send me this?" Abby started crying, and Alan turned to me with a confused, frightened look. Does Santa and the Tooth Fairy have something in common? Why would Santa give us a jar of teeth?
Ew.
Lisa lunged forward, grabbed both jars, and looked inside. They weren't just teeth. They were soaked in blood. Different sizes, different colors, some human, some not. The smell hit me like rot. I wanted to end it right there. I told the kids to play with their new toys while me and Lisa checked the rest upstairs. The remaining gifts were identical for both children. I'll only describe one set. The next box held a noose. The one after that, a freshly skinned animal skull, still wet, flesh clinging to the bone.
Oh, that's disgusting.
A fox, maybe?
Ew.
Eyes still in place. Another box held 2 shirts, sewn from animal hides, patched together with stripes, feathers, furs, each one sized perfectly for our kids. And the last gift wasn't a gift at all. It was a note. Santa's always watching. I'm going to have a great Christmas dinner.
What?
Santa! It's not Santa. We ran downstairs. They were gone. A trail of blood led from the presents to the front door, one hinge torn clean off. We never heard it open. We never heard anything. Just gone. 2 boxes sat where the trail began, black and red wrapping, white bows. Lisa collapsed, screaming. I grabbed the phone to call the police, and that's when I saw it. In the reflection of my screen, something on the roof watching us.
Ew, no.
I grabbed Lisa and ran. We didn't look back. Now we're in a hotel. She hasn't said a word since. Her skin's gone pale, lifeless. I'm posting this because someone needs to know. Whatever came into our house wasn't Santa. It wasn't hungry anymore. But when it is, it'll have its Christmas dinner. And the dinner, it's you.
Nope. No, it's not.
The end.
Nope. No.
Yes.
What kind of parents leave their children?
What are you talking about? Oh wait, that they left the scene.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were like, I was like, bitch, they upstairs.
Yeah. No. Like their children are gone.
Uh-huh.
You didn't hear this creature or whatever. Oh, my tissues are gone.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You didn't hear this creature come into your house, right? Nope. But you know your children are gone.
Uh-huh.
You see something on your roof, and then you're like, nah, I'm gonna go to the hotel. Peace. You
Deuces.
just left. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yes.
What? Why would you leave your children?
That. Oh my goodness. It was. That was creepy. Good job, dude.
Like
good writing. I will say that. That was fantastic writing.
I'm so mad.
I loved it. I loved every bit of that. I have just a few hours to edit it and give it the sound effects that he put in there as notes. Like, hey, I want you to do this.
Oh, he did? That's awesome.
Yeah, he did. I try to. It's gonna be a little hard pressed, but I'll definitely see what I can do.
Okay.
Can
I throw some curveballs at you?
You can go for it.
Okay, so I have three different things, because remember I told you that I kind of wanted to tell a story.
Yes, you did.
So I kind of have some.
Oh.
There's 3 different, I guess, variations. I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to tell one.
Go for it.
But you have to pick a number, 1, 2, or 3.
You know, my favorite number's 3.
Okay. So I've got this one, and we can finish talking about this first.
Okay. Yeah, let's get into this.
So
I'm super excited. That you didn't tell that last time.
I know. So we just got surprises.
Very happy. Okay. So
still a little pissed off, because why would you leave your children? But
that's
also,
fair.
I know the things that popped into my head as soon as why would Santa bring me this? And it's not Santa.
Yeah.
It is.
You pissed off Santa with the sugar, with the salt cookies.
No, I think it's Krampus.
Think it's Krampus?
I think it's Krampus.
Okay.
I mean, what else creepy would come down your chimney and then, try to eat you?
This is true. What if you messed up Santa, like Santa originally came, and while he's like, oh, they messed me up. Get him, Krampus. You know?
You think Santa's vindictive?
I mean,
also,
I've heard crazier things.
This is what you get for lying to your children. Also, just saying.
Okay.
Lying to your children. For those who let their children listen to this, you might want to turn it off because I'm about to say something that's going to hurt their feelings.
3, 2, 1, go for it.
Santa's not real.
Rude!
And so you sat there and you allowed this illusion to be there for your kids, so much so that you knew that they shouldn't have opened those presents. You knew that you didn't buy them.
Mm-hmm.
You knew that your wife didn't buy them.
Uh-huh.
You knew that no family member bought them, and you knew that they weren't there when you went to bed last night.
Mm-hmm.
And then because you didn't want to destroy your children's illusion of Santa.
You destroyed your children.
Yeah. So, moral of the story, don't lie.
Moral of the story is...
Santa's not real.
No, moral of the story is... Okay, to talk about this, we're going to go ahead and switch. All right. Hello. Welcome to the Haunted Oven.
Oh, gosh.
We're back, and we're talking about using the proper ingredients for baking. Kaylyn, take it away.
The proper ingredients for baking?
Yes.
Not children.
Okay. Oh, that took a horrific turn. I was going to say don't use salt instead of sugar, and if you do, throw them out.
My sister once did that. She
Yes.
put in a cup of sugar, or a cup of salt instead of a cup of sugar.
I did that with strawberries. I used to take strawberries and dip them into a small bowl of sugar.
Yeah.
And I poured salt, and that did not go well.
I'm sure not.
Yeah.
But you could take that salt and get some of them green onions.
No.
Dip it in there. Oh,
horrible. Horrible.
So
Who the hell eats green onions like that?
My mother and I.
First of all, who the hell eats onions?
My mother and I.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like onions.
Yeah.
I don't like onions.
It's because you're weird.
Onions are acceptable in various forms, but raw, no.
Mm-mm.
Onion rings.
I love raw onions. I don't actually care. I like onion rings, but I don't care for
grilled onions, like with a little bit of brown sugar in there.
But you won't eat the grilled onions on a White Castle burger.
No.
Why?
Gross.
I can't. Anyway.
They're still crunchy.
Okay. Well.
I don't like the crunch.
So
I like the consistency. I like coconut.
You don't. I love coconut too. You
Crazy.
don't put salt, the same amount of salt that you do sugar, and you also don't put children in it.
Fair enough. Okay, let's switch back to...
Well, because I figured that's what that note meant.
I guess so.
When he said, I'm going to enjoy my Christmas dinner, and then the kids were gone, I figured he was going to eat the kids.
Yeah.
That's where I went with it.
That's where I went. I mean, that's what I thought.
And then honestly, when you said Christmas dinner, I was like, okay, this is all going to go down at dinner. Like, something bad's going to happen. And then you just threw that curveball of this creature eating the children.
Boom.
Yeah. But this is what you get for lying to your kids.
Oh, my goodness.
You want to know why I say that?
Why?
Because I never believed in Santa.
Yeah, you didn't, you freaking robot.
None of my sisters did either.
Well, way to ruin Christmas.
I did not ruin Christmas. I still have the magic of it, but...
You do. You decorate the hell out of the house.
Like, I'm a little nervous because my nephew's going to come spend the night with us on Tuesday.
He's spending the night?
Yes, he's spending the night.
Oh, okay.
Because his parents have to work on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
I don't.
Oh, I thought you were going to meet up with him, pick him up in the morning, and then drop him off in the afternoon.
No,
okay,
he's going to
Tuesday
night. He's going to come spend the night. But he believes in Santa.
Gotcha.
And my sister...
So we're going to get along just fine. My
sister has said if he asks her outright if Santa's real, she's like, I'm not going to lie to him. I am petrified if this... Because same thing, I told you that about the boys. If they outright ask me, I'm not going to lie.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm petrified that he's going to say, yeah, Kaylyn, is Santa real? Like, I'm so scared.
You're so scared of not lying to him.
And telling him that he is real. I don't that's not my position to tell him that. That is his parents' job.
Okay.
And so, and like I told, because the little one, quote unquote, still believes in Santa.
Yes.
And they'll ask me,
Still
both of them
believe
have
in
asked me for
Christmas
years.
magic.
They'll ask me, do you believe in Santa? And I go, no, I don't.
Mm-mm.
And they go, well, why not? I'm like,
Because you're the Grinch.
I'm not the Grinch. I love Christmas.
Uh-huh.
But I don't believe that a jelly fat man comes down my chimney and comes in my house and leaves presents under the tree.
Christmas magic.
No. And so
You're the reason the clausometer is as
okay,
low as it is now.
okay, that's fine. Then my point is proven. And then I'm not sad because I don't have to be hoping for presents under the tree from Santa. And we never had that. Like my parents never did that. They never put from Santa, none of that. It was always from mom and dad, from whichever sister.
Glory hogs.
No, we just didn't want. I mean, I didn't believe in the Tooth Fairy either, or the Easter Bunny.
Okay. Let's move on because I'm getting sad.
I'm sorry.
Go to your stories.
Okay, so I don't have a. I mean, I don't have a clue where this is from. I just have it.
You just have it.
I just have it.
You just have a story.
We just don't ask these questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Okay.
And this story doesn't have a title either, but
Make up a title.
I don't want to make up a title.
Make up a title.
I'm not making up a title.
Why aren't you making up a title?
Because I don't want to make up a title.
Rude.
I know. Okay. You ready?
Bring it on.
Okay. This isn't a ghost story. It's a warning that's been told the same way for generations, especially in the mountain villages where winter lasts longer than it should. Long before electricity, before schools and roads, families marked the 12th night of winter in silence. Fires were kept low, doors were barred, children were sent to bed early, whether they were tired or not. Because that was the night Krampus walked.
Oh.
According to the old records, church journals, midwife notes, even missing person ledgers, children sometimes vanished during severe winter storms. No tracks led away from their homes, no signs of struggle, just empty beds and claw marks in the wood,
Eek.
always found by the door or the hearth. The elders never called it a kidnapping. They called it the taking.
Ugh.
Krampus was described the same in every account. Horns like a ram, hooves that cracked stone, chains wrapped around his body to bind what could not be tamed. The bells were not decoration. They were said to warn animals and people alike to hide before he arrived.
Ugh.
Those who claimed to see him said the air grew warm despite the snow, that the smell of smoke and wet fur came first, that the sack he carried moved on its own, and that it was never empty. One journal, dated over 200 years ago, records a mother begging the priest to bless her home after her son disappeared. The priest wrote only one line in response: "There is no blessing for a house already judged."
Ah.
The following winter, no children misbehaved in that village, not because they were afraid of punishment, but because they believed Krampus was still counting. Even today in parts of Europe, bells are hung on doors in early December. Some families leave salt or ash by the hearth. Others refuse to speak his name out loud after dark. They'll tell you it's tradition, but if you press them, if you ask what happens on the 12th night, they'll lower their voices and say the same thing their ancestors did. Krampus was never a story meant to scare children. He was meant to remind adults that winter remembers. And so does he.
Ah. That story, by the way, is titled "He Remembers." You're welcome.
Yeah.
I take my bow.
Yeah.
I
would have called it the taking.
The Taking. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Equally good. I like that. We're going to put that to a vote.
Just
it's been a while since I did a poll.
Yeah, just a little creepy one. Just a little
I like
short.
that. I really did. I like
short
that.
intro, because I find Krampus fascinating. Because the only thing I've ever seen is that one movie about Krampus, and then that one episode of Supernatural where they thought it may have been Krampus,
Uh-huh.
and it wasn't. But
no, it was not.
it was those fudging, whatever gods they were, quote
Yeah,
unquote.
the little pagan gods.
Yeah, pagan. Yeah, she says, when I'm angry, I want to say fudge. And he goes, don't you fudge and touch me or I'll fudge and kill you. I love it. Anyway, I just thought that was a little creepy one. There's some other ones that were also around Krampus that I liked, but I'll let you pick.
Okay.
There was actually one where it talked about a kid being taken.
Oh.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, so.
I should really start a Patreon.
What is that for? What does Patreon do?
It's bonus episodes and all that.
Ah.
But they have to pay for it.
Ah, okay. Well.
We'll get there eventually.
Eventually, maybe.
Eventually, I'll take your money. But
whatever. No, you will not. So, I wanted to do a Krampus one so bad. So, yeah. But I don't know, I can't give credit to anybody that, and I'm not taking credit for it, so.
Yep, we don't take credit here. No. Unless the only credit that has been taken ever in the history of this show are my stories.
Yes, and you can take those. Yes, yeah.
And they're ones that, happened to me.
So.
To me.
I'm gonna lose!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we watch too much Psych, guys.
Yeah, we do. That's our nighttime show.
Yeah.
No, my favorite episode. I mean, it's not even. I don't like the episode.
Oh, I hate the episode.
Yeah, hate the episode. But
just love that one scene.
Yeah, it's my favorite quote of the entire show, and it's whenever Sean and Juliet they break up, and so he's
Spoiler.
he's imagining two different.
She finds out he's not psychic, and so she's really pissed off.
Yes, and so he's the whole episode. You're going back and forth of him thinking about if he didn't tell her that he was a psychic, and then the real time, where she found out.
Yeah,
and so it's back and forth, and you don't know which one's real.
Yeah,
and at the very end of it, there's a girl there, and they try to take her in.
She's the bad guy.
Yeah, she's the bad guy. And they try to take her in, and he's like, it's okay, I'm here for you. And she seems like she's going to come, and then all of a sudden she starts attacking them. And then she pulls out a knife, and she tries to stab Sean. And
they're like on the ground, fighting.
They're on the ground fighting. He's trying to get the knife away, and she gets on top of him, and she's pressing the knife down. And
Gus is just standing there off to the side doing nothing.
He's doing nothing. And then Sean's about to be stabbed, and he's fighting. And he goes, Gus, she has incredible monkey strength. I'm gonna lose. I don't know why, but it was.
He loves that line.
I love that line so much. So anytime me and Kaylyn start doing something, and she's pushing on me, I'm like, I'm gonna lose.
I'm especially violent on Saturday mornings, and so he likes to aggravate me.
I do. In the mornings, I am especially aggravating.
So, he also has this annoying thing where he licks his thumb and tries to Simba me.
Yeah.
So when he does that, I will sit on him and pin his arms down, and then, make him slap himself. Be like, "Why are you slapping yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?"
So whenever I was younger, I was slightly pudgy. I wasn't fat. I just
You're
had
the little one pudgy?
Yeah, I was like the little one pudgy.
Okay.
So, my good friend Brandon, from Pleasanton.
Ah, love him.
Love Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
He has told me many times one of his favorite moments, of me, was one time I was arguing with one of our friends, Sung Jun.
Is he the one that went fishing with your dad?
Yes, he is. He's a little Korean boy. And I was arguing back and forth with him, and then he was just pissing me off. And I go, I'm going to sit on you.
Wow. I thought I was mean.
I know. It was so funny.
You're so mean.
I know. He was pissing me off.
My parents will tell a story where I say that I was arguing with my sisters. We were in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden they heard me go, "You're starting to piss me off."
Okay, Linda.
Exactly. That was my Mimi to a T. I'd be on the phone with her, having a conversation, And then all of a sudden, she would just break off and start yelling at the dog, going, "You little son of a bitch! I told you to get outside!" And the dog would get outside, and then she'd come back, and she'd just be like, "Hi, baby. So what was, And then when she wants the dog to come back in and he's not listening, she just goes off again on him, and then sometimes you'd listen to her yell at the dog for 5 minutes, and then, or even if you were there in person and she got done, then she'd go, "You want me to fix you a sandwich?"
Just super nice.
Or she'd yell at you, and then she'd ask you if you want her to fix her. No, I don't want a sandwich. No, I'm good. No. It was funny.
Definitely compartmentalized.
Love it. Yeah. So I definitely do that.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
I really do.
It's hilarious.
It's fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready for some updates?
We have updates.
We do.
I love updates.
We do. Let me get to them. Okay.
Oh, while you're getting to those, I saw Lauren yesterday. It's our friend.
Oh, yay.
She said she's finally to the episode where I tell my first stories that I ever told.
Oh, yeah.
She said I did so good. So thanks.
There you go.
Appreciate it. And your mother was at the house on Wednesday before we recorded. And she got the message that we gave to Louise to give to her.
Yes.
And she already knows that you don't clean up after yourself.
I clean up after myself just fine.
Should we show her your truck?
I haven't driven my truck in a while.
I'm sorry, whose food containers are in the truck?
I haven't driven my truck in a while.
They're not my food containers.
So we don't know.
Uh-huh.
So
he's lying. We know good and well that he took the truck on last Saturday. Don't we?
No, maybe.
Because I'll get the security cameras.
Yes, I took the truck on Saturday.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right. So what do you got for updates? Get your feet off my chair. I need to spin.
Okay.
Look at that.
So
Look what you did.
I have some updates here. One, a deep cut from all the way back
deep cut. What does that mean?
That's a old, way back then. Way back. So one of our first few episodes was.
Honey, I use old timey things. I never heard that in my life.
You've never heard deep cut?
I've heard you cut me deep.
No.
Cut me real deep.
Anywho.
No? Okay.
Anyways, so this one is from way back with my weird Hat Man experience or encounter by Reddit user Boggs.
Oh! That was the one with the pizza boxes.
Yes. So
that was a long time ago.
Yes. Recap on that episode. Dude woke up in the middle of the night feeling a scary presence. And
yeah.
He looked into his closet just from his bed. He didn't open the door, and he saw the Hat Man. The Hat Man is a shadow figure, often depicted as wearing a hat, and for some reason he was carrying pizza boxes. And so we asked a lot of questions during that episode. And one of the things he did was he didn't. The Hat Man didn't say anything. He never says anything.
Yeah.
And this guy
opened the door for him, right?
Yeah, he opened his bedroom door for him to let him out. And the Hat Man just walked out of his life.
Okay.
And that was it. And he turned his back to him and everything. And I was we had a lot of questions. So here it is. So he responded and he sent an update. He said, haha, nice, good episode. I heard a few of the questions I heard. How dark was my room? I say so-so. Light from the moon shines through my blinds. I'm pretty sure they were shut. As well, probably alarm clock light. So it was dark as a normal room. Like when you wake up and to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, you can see-ish. And your eyes can focus better. Also, I don't wear glasses. Got 20/20.
Yeah.
Rude. Okay. So
jealous.
How dark was the Hat Man? He was darker than my room. He was a pretty solid shadow in a dark room. So I'd say the Shadow Man was a pitch black figure. Okay. I was half asleep when I woke up, and he asked me to help open the door with his energy. I didn't feel threatened, so I felt comfortable. I guess turning my back, not even realizing it's a person or figure of some sort in my room. I guess it's like he was controlling me in a way, but so I would not react by his energy. If that makes sense.
Okay.
It was once the energy shift happened, once he was out of my room, that I realized what happened and what I actually did. If I was actually awake, I if I was awake, actually woke up more and was aware, seeing the Hat Man definitely would have gone way different. Probably a good fight while yelling for help and my parent. For help and my parents. Ha ha ha. But it seems like he communicates telepathically. Feel free to ask me any other questions.
Were you high?
Little high. No, he was younger, so we don't know.
Okay. Well, wait. Well, how young?
I don't know. He didn't say what age.
Okay, because like if you're 7, yeah, not high. 16, possibly.
Maybe high.
Yeah. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Huh? What's up?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, next
16-year-old Adrian was sober.
let's anywho, moving on. Okay, so let's go.
Oh, we got more than one update.
Yes, we
okay.
have three total updates. Update number 2 comes from Illustrious Ice for 4720. He's the one that did the run at 1 a.m.
Moron. My word.
I
Stop doing that.
So my typical message after I finish an episode is I will send the episode out and say, "Hey, I hope I did your story justice."
And just now, if I feel like I've really, really offended you, he includes a note of my wife apologizes if she hurts your feelings.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Or if he thinks I may have gone a little too far.
Yes. So it's so he said, "You did good. Good Lord, everybody else that did it left out the stepping noises. The step.
Oh, yeah.
If
because you asked me about that too. I remember that.
Yes, I did. Said if you decide to read the rest of "Don't Go Outside," which is that alien one.
Yeah, I want to know what's going on with that.
Let me know so I can give you a better copy. I've been redoing some of my older stories so they read better. So yes, definitely want to read that one.
Give it.
You little goober. Okay.
Okay.
And
Who's the
last
final?
but not least,
Okay.
comes from Gold Relationship 804.
Okay.
So this one comes from the one where she went for a walk at like 1 a.m. again. And it was her and her boyfriend. You remember that?
Yeah, I do. I'm still upset with her.
Still upset with her. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's her message.
It better be I quit going for walks at 1 a.m. Actually, it better be I quit going for walks after the sun went down.
Okay. Let me get into it.
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
Okay. So she said, amazing. Thank you so much. Just finished listening. Got to answer, just to answer a couple of your questions. This was in Cambridge, and we now live in Glasgow.
Oh, so you went from England to Scotland, but that's a better choice. I'm just saying. I'm a Scotland fan myself.
Can I finish the sentence?
I'm sorry.
Can I finish the sentence?
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I get excited.
Thank you. I like that you know geography. Let me get into it.
Wow.
So, from the south of England to Scotland.
Oh, okay. Well, see?
Yeah. You were right.
Yeah, you just too slow. I'm too
cut
quick.
me off. You cut me
quick.
off.
I'm like a velociraptor.
What the hell? It's getting kind of late, so I guess she's getting her second wind. Stop.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. So yes, we definitely moved away. It happened in the winter of 23. I no longer go on walks at night. Had to go through a couple more scary incidences to fully learn my lesson.
I'm sorry, what?
But they were both before midnight at least.
Ma'am, you were almost murdered by a maniac behind a sign at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then you decide, oh, it's fine. We'll just go for another walk. Was it to the same spot? Were you by yourself? What happened? I need to know these things, because why would you do that to yourself? Ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, we need to have a talk.
Okay.
Ma'am.
My husband and I loved listening to your readings and really enjoyed the conversation afterwards. Chris, who you may have seen through my Instagram link, was her now husband.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm going to leave his name out because, that's just how I do it. Was made up by the acknowledgement about his Uber idea. I still can't believe how lucky we got Also, yes, the Uber driver came in clutch. He didn't know what was happening, but was immediately ready to be a getaway driver. I really enjoyed
Good.
the other stories too. Looks like, again, have a new podcast to listen to before bed. Again, thanks for reading it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, I'll be blaming your very funny wife for my husband clowning on me for going out at that hour.
I mean, let's be real. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
And you do deserve it a little bit.
I mean, I would like to have a chat with you about the decisions you made to continue with your moonlit walks.
Okay.
Because no.
So, okay. So funny story is whenever you came into the room one day, and I was like, "Oh, hey, I found that girl's Instagram account," and you were like,
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And then you stop me and you go, "Okay, I just want to let you know." Normal wives would be slightly concerned that you're talking about another woman in front of them, but I think that you're talking about a story.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And so I showed her your wedding photos, and absolutely gorgeous.
Okay. See,
Yes.
you didn't explain to me before. You just said that girl's Instagram or that lady's Instagram or whatever it was, and I'm like, oh, okay. I did not know it was this
pretty,
person's
and you're
story.
like, is that an elf? Is that like a elf themed wedding or
Oh
something?
yeah, the gentleman that she was standing next
Yeah,
to,
it's a little fairy tale wedding.
With the
The
gray hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, very distinguished. It looked like he had elf ears on.
Yeah.
Like, or he should have had elf ears on. I just probably imagined them.
Yeah.
But like,
beautiful wedding.
it was
Guys,
gorgeous.
You had an amazing wedding. Looks very, very amazing.
I like it was in the daytime.
Yeah.
That was great. That was much better than 1 a.m. with a homicidal maniac hiding behind a sign. I'm just saying, just.
Yes.
Yeah, must have been the husband probably like, no, we should do this in the daytime.
That's
Maybe.
that's smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he have to? You know what? This is a question
Did you invite the Uber driver?
Did you invite the Uber driver? He saved your lives.
Yeah.
So you need to point out to me in the pictures which one he is, because that has to happen. I'm very happy for y'all. Y'all had a beautiful wedding. Y'all look like a very gorgeous couple.
Yes. Stop going for walks after the dark. After the sun goes down.
She did.
Good. I mean, I hope so, because I don't think that's safe.
No, it is not safe. And I'm glad you learned your lesson. Sorry that you had to learn it.
Yeah.
But in a perfect world, yes, by all means, go for a walk in 1 a.m. Unfortunately, we live in an improper world. So here we are. Let's put safety first, everybody.
Yeah, well, even if it wasn't 1 a.m., women still generally don't go for walks after the sun goes down, especially by themselves.
Yes.
That's not exactly the safest.
Not really. Oh, well.
So.
Okay. Well, I think that's about it for today.
That's all we've got.
Yes.
We don't want to talk about your Friday.
My Friday.
Yeah, let's talk about your Friday.
Oh,
all right,
my
let's talk about your Thursday first. Thursday, he got home from work at 7:30 p.m. He goes into work at 6:30 p.m. He's at work at 6:30 a.m. Whatever. Shut up. Words are difficult. Because he said, I'm going to be working late all this week. All right, cool, no problem. Planned dinners, did all the karate stuff. We were good. Okay. Friday comes. He goes into work at normal time. He says he's going to be working late. No problem. He normally gets home about 4. Did not get home at 4. Did not get home at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 a.m., 1 a.m.
I was out going for a run.
Or, right? 2 a.m. He comes strolling through the door at about 3 a.m. because he was at work until 2:30 in the morning.
Yes, I have pictures to corroborate my story.
And
email chains, just in case anybody was...
And it is ridiculous that he was there, because then he went to bed. We got up, went and did a window job. Yep. We were there from 8:30 to 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
He grabbed something to eat, came home, ate, and then he went and had an implant done in his mouth at Dr. Choi's office.
Yep.
And then after that, he came home and I made him go to bed. I said, now we're done with this. You're going to go sleep.
Yeah, my Saturday sucked.
Yeah.
Like
My Friday sucked.
Yes, it did for you too.
I had a root canal.
You did. We broke in over here.
But you know what?
Thoughts and prayers.
My mouth feels so much better than it has in over a year.
I'm so proud.
And so I'm very excited. So if you need any endodontics work done, you want to go see Dr. Shin at Essential Endodontics because
Okay,
she's amazing.
All right.
I'm just saying, like, this woman is a miracle worker. She's fabulous.
Good to know.
I didn't even feel anything. She stabbed me in the mouth several times with a needle. I was like, well, this is uncomfortable. And then she kept reminding me, oh, hey, you have to breathe. Breathe through your nose. Oh, yeah, because I'd stopped breathing. So, anyway, we've had an exciting weekend of dental adventures. But you know what? They all took place in the daytime.
Okay, well, I think that's all for me for today.
Okay. Because it's like almost 10 o'clock or 9:30 or something like that.
It is 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
This episode will air at midnight. So
yep.
I got some editing to do.
Not much.
Sure. Okay. Well.
Whatever.
You want to say bye?
I want to say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And we'll see you guys right before the new year. We'll have one more episode before the new year, and then we'll see you guys in 2026 after that.
Yes, can't wait.
Happy Christmas!
You evil woman.
Bye!
All right. Merry Christmas, everybody. See you later. Thanks for joining us.